Hello everybody, my name is Jarvan IV, or Rico for short, and guess what? Yeah, another LOL video. I haven't really done one in like ages, cause my LOL recorder didn't play replays for some reason, and I found out it was because I didn't have like the latest version, and it normally tells you, oh, there's an update available. Well, it didn't tell me, so I was very annoyed with that. And then my team's just talking randomly about how they're supposedly all AD, but they've forgotten Vladimir and Alistar. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm playing Jarvan IV, and I've already tried filming this game before. Other games, for some reason, would just crash, but this one worked, and then I noticed that I didn't have my mic on, so I basically rage quit, deleted all the footage, which was a bad mistake because now I've got to redo it all over again. This time I actually have my mic. Rightio, so the rest of my team, as you can see, is Varus, Lux, Cogmore, Oriana, and me, and I'm starting Cloth 5 because this is like my second time jungling as Jarvan. The first time it was like when I was like level 20 something. I decided not to do wolves because I was like, damn it. I don't know, so I just wanted to start blue. And as you can see, they're going to have a Warwick jungle, and Alistar Ashe bot, GP top, and Vladimir mid. And straight away in the first like minute from the minions going top, GP gets first blood on Varus because Varus is going to go top. So I'm going to get a very, very nice leash. And in the end, I'm going to be saving Smite, and because I'm going to save Smite, I'm going to go to their red straight away to try and steal it before the Warwick gets there, because Warwick is really slow jungler now, because of like the new jungle, not new jungle, because of the jungle since season 2. He hasn't really had any buffs either, so he's really slow on jungling. So I knew he would start blue and he wouldn't be there. He wouldn't come to his red for a while. Anyway, so I just want to go top for a sec, and there we go. Gangplank gonna get first blood as this GP lives on about 100 HP. So this Varus not that great, but as you can see, I stole his red using my smite, and I was gonna hang around until I see this Warwick pop out, and it looks like bot's getting a kill on this Alistar, and as you can see, Warwick's coming in, and he's going to go over here, and he's going to go to me, and I'm going to knock him up, and with that red buff, I'm going to put the slow. He's going to try and fight me, which was a bad mistake, because I'm still going to go after him. He's going to flash. I'm going to flash after him, and use 1 Q, which I'll talk about in just a second. I'll talk about all his abilities in just a sec. Then I took my W, which is a shield, and then I was able to use it. So I decided to try and get this Vladimir, who's quite low, as you can obviously see, because I'm just trying to recharge my mouse. I'm getting quite low. I'm going to take 2 turret hits, get down to 10 HP. Vladimir's going to go after me. He does have his pull, but I'm just going to Q before he can even get to the bush, and he's going to fall without much trouble. Then I saw JP, so I was going to stop recalling, going to pop my shield. He's going to flash after me, going to try and Q just as I use my EQ combo, and I was able to get away safely because he has no damage. Right, so found the cable. I'm gonna recall, and let's see what I get. Now I have no idea what to buy on Jarvan, especially if you're jungling Jarvan, so I just decided to get boots, and I believe I was going to build a Wriggles Lantern, because I just built that on every AD jungler that I haven't jungled before. Right, mouse is fine. Now, Jarvan's Q is called Dragon Strike. Jarvan extends his lance, dealing physical damage and lowering the armor of all enemies in its path by a percentage for 3 seconds. I didn't get this first, but I got it second because I preferred to get my E first, which is Demacian Standard. It gives a passive and an active. The passive is Jarvan has 10% bonus attack speed and 10 bonus armor. This is at level 1 though. And it's active. He throws the Demacian flag somewhere. Oh, that's not good. And let's see. throws a Damascene flag, dealing magic damage to enemies and granting surrounding allied champions the passive bonus for 8 seconds. Not sure, I don't think that goes up as you level it up. I prefer to get this first because of the extra attack speed and that bonus armor, and then I like to get my Dragon Strike next and then max it after that. So basically it deals even more physical damage and also has more armor pen. Also, if you use Dragon Strike when your Damascene flag is out, Damascene standard, and it goes towards it like that, then it will go towards it and knock up all enemies that it contacts. As you can see, I was just able to get a kill on Vlad using it before he could pull. So, it's a great utility spell, and it also opens up many different ways of ganking. Especially if used properly with your ultimate. For instance, if you wanted to gank mid and your mid character was pushed and they were quite low though, the enemy, one way you could do is go to their rates, EQ combo over and then ult and basically get the kill. So that leads me to his ultimate, which is Cataclysm. Jarvan heroically leaps to an enemy champion, dealing physical damage and creating an arena of impassable terrain around them for a few seconds. Activate again to collapse the terrain. This is a really great utility spell as for ganking, as I told you, but also for keeping enemies trapped together. For instance, if you ult one person but more people are around them, like close together, they will all get trapped in that Cataclysm. So for instance, you can Cataclysm and then Kennen can come in on your team and then just obliterate them with his ultimate, Misfortune ultimate. So Jarvan works well with all those type of ultimates. So his W is Golden Aegis. I like to max this last because it's not really a great spell. Well, it's a great spell, but I just don't really like using it that much. Jarvan forges a health shield for a few seconds, which slows surrounding enemies by a percentage for a few seconds. He also gain the shield also gains more health. Yeah, more health for the more surrounding champions around him. So I was gonna go give Orianna my blue buff, as she's my mid champion, she's and then I think I was going to go steal their blue buff. I'm not too sure though. So normally you can build Jarvan a few different ways. There's tanky, there's tank, there's AD, and then there's AD tank, so which is basically tanky. Oh crap. And as you can see, I saw Warwick going to his blue, and as you can see, it's retarded, and he's in a bush, but that ward doesn't cover it. So I knew he was there, so I was going to go for it, as I knew he wouldn't be giving it to Vlad because Vlad doesn't need it. And look at that, he's really low, so I'm going to be smiting that, but I'm going to fail it. But looks like Warwick's going to be able to take it and flash away before I kill him. Then I'm going to flash now, as I get my passive up, which I'll talk about in just a second. And I'm gonna walk, I probably should have slowed this down. I kept attacking him, but I thought that I didn't count on that heal, so I kept walking away, and then I had to walk back. So because of this, the turret was able to hit me like an extra 2 times, and if I hadn't kept walking back, that Ashe ultimate wouldn't have been able to kill me. So unfortunately, Warwick took blue, I got it, then I gave it to Ashe, but Lux will be able to take it from her in just a second, as she fails her ultimate. So yeah, our Lux got blue, so I'm fine with that. Anyway, so got Wriggles, got an all magic mantle to build into my Merc treads. I'm not too sure about itemizing on Jarvan, but I think items like Trinity Force is good, Frozen Mallet, Warmogs, Randuin's, Last Whisper, Banshee's Veil, and Atmas, they're all good items on him. It really just depends on your preference, your team comp, and the enemy team comp. And it looks like this Alistar's recalling for some reason somewhere, while mid gets ganked. So I haven't actually talked about his passive yet. His passive is Martial Cadence. Jarvan's initial basic attack on a target deal, and there we go. I forgot that I didn't put my E out, and I randomly queued, so it didn't do the combo. Deals percentage of their current health as bonus physical damage. This effect cannot occur again on the same target for a few seconds, and it has a cap. So as you can see, we were able to get a kill on Warwick there, using that knock up, and then Orianna's nice ultimate that she threw out. And I was just going to go in and then walk out, but unfortunately our Orianna tries to go in. She gets ulted by Vlad, and then she's going to die. I mean, she puts a shield on herself and speeds herself up just enough for the Vlad ultimate not to do anything. But unfortunately, the enemy GP is going to ult for some retarded reason and get the kill. And I just wanted to do something, so I decided to EQ over, and there's Alistar, surprise, surprise. So he decides to go after me, even though he's a level under, and that's because GP's here a level over, but Vlad's going to, not Vlad, Varus is going to come in here as well. He's going to ult GP as I use my ultimate. Then Alistar's going to knock me towards GP. As soon as GP uses his oranges, I'm going to be able to take down GP, and then Varus is going to try and go after this Warwick, but he seems pretty safe, and he's just going to back off. And so am I. I'm just going to recall, I believe. Yep. And let's see, I get Merc Treads and Pots. And wards. Wards are good. Wards win games. Okay, taking red buff. Yeah, the quality apparently, like, it looks much better when I'm not recording with my mic or when I'm not torrenting Robot Chicken. So I think in the future I'll just record it without the mic and then just do it afterwards. So I know that's what Stonewall 008 does for his team battles, so I think I might try that out for one match and see how that goes. So I probably shouldn't have deleted the Jarvan game, but I don't really care. I should also mention that as a tanky jungler, you probably should get gold for 5s, especially on Jarvan, but I just didn't really feel like them, as well as didn't want to go for them my first match. Anyway, so it looks like Varus is getting chased as there are kills all over the place. And I don't know what I was going to do. I was walking towards the turret for some reason, even though all of them are around here. Except for JP, who actually is low, so that's probably why. So I'm going to get attacked just as I EQ over the wall. And it's all going to be G. So as you can see, I'm using all my wards there. Probably not a good idea, but I honestly don't give a crap.
No quarter for the wicked.
Alright, so going mid for a gank, and let's see if I can find him. Yep, there he is. So gonna use my EQ combo. I do also have red buff, so there's my W for the slow as well. I was hoping for him to use his pull, because then I would be able to ult, and I would be able to kill him. Unfortunately, he flashes out, and unfortunately I make the stupid move of not using my ultimate again to collapse the wall, but it doesn't really matter. I just had to use my flash to kill him, and he did ult me in a desperate attempt, but I don't think he notices that the damage doesn't come in till a few seconds later, so the health wouldn't the spell vamp wouldn't go to him for a little while. So once again, kills happening all over the place. Ashe dying, Warwick dying, as I invade their jungle. And I'm frozen. Nope, there I am. So there's Alistar. I'm going to use my EQ just as he knocks me away, or knocks me up. There's the knock away. And I probably should have used my Q for... oh, never mind. I probably should have left my Q until I had my flag up, because then I could have EQ'd him and knocked him up basically, and Ashe's ultimate there failing and hitting Kog'Maw instead. So probably Not the wisest of decisions from me there, but oh well, doesn't really matter. Looks like Varus is really, really low, but GP's going to go after him. Just one more Q should kill him, and he's getting really low as well, and it looks like Varus is going to be able to kill him because of the turret. Oh, and it looks like I did go for a heart of gold, so bit late, 15 minutes in, but I did want to, especially since it did build into the Randuins, and I wasn't going to sell it, so I might as well keep it. So it doesn't really matter how late I built it. So, once again, got some more pots and wards, because I am a pot junkie, and I mean game-wise, not real life, never do pot. And as you can see, I was trying to invade their blue, but it wasn't there, and it looks like they were going to try and go after Ashe, but it looks like Cogmore's recalling instead, or it might have been Lux. Yep, Lux is recalling, and Cogmore's going to stay, but he's going to recall now. Anyway, so there's Vlad, so I wanted to knock him up in a sec. But, yep, there's the knock up, and I was going to slow him. I was hoping for him to use his pull just before I ulted, but he was going to get out of the way, so he was going to pull now. And I'm going to get ulted by Warwick just on the turret. Unfortunately, I'm going to get ulted by, Warwick, no, yeah, Warwick, but Vlad. And, Orianna's going to be putting enough damage on that Vlad so I could Q and get the kill. So unfortunately I did die there, did get my killing spree, and it wasn't a good trade, but you know, that's what you want to do if you're up against a Vlad. You should wait till they pull, or use their escape, or any champion in general, just make sure they use their escapes before you ult them, otherwise they're just going to use their escapes just after you ult them, so they'll be able to get out. So it looks like we were able to get top turret, yep, or it might have been bot turret, or mid turret. I honestly don't know which one, because they're all down, and I wasn't paying attention much. So it looks like Orianna trying to steal their rates. I saw Alistar pop up here, but apparently it's not here. I haven't recorded a LoL match in so long, I forgot how to even commentate. So it looks like Alistar's coming in here with this Ashe just sitting AFK. Nope, she's not AFK anymore, but it looks like Cogmore's going to be able to get the kill, or not. Must have flashed. But he was going to flash out of that pulverize in time. And looks like Lux using her heal. And it looks like Alistar's not going to use his ultimate, not needed. But I'm not sure if he even has it, but I was going to go around for a gank anyway. And I'm going to just fail all my stuff here. So I thought he was going to go this way, but he ends up going that way. So he completely jukes me, and I'm going to EQ over here. He's going to pulverize though, so we both missed our shit. And then I'm going to use my Martial Cadence red buff on him. There's going to be a fail binding from Lux, and the turret's going to attack me, but there was a nice Lux E. But there's the ultimate from Alistar, and I'm going to ult him and put enough damage so Cogmore's going to be able to get the kill. I'm going to break it a little bit late, but it doesn't really matter because we were able to get the kill. I'm going to survive. And they're not going to get the turret, unfortunately, because the... Oh, well, they do get the turret. The rest of the team's going to show up. But I'm going to take Wolves just as Orianna gets engaged upon. Probably not the smartest of decisions, because that means that I didn't really help her out. But I was low anyway, so it looks like Lux is going to try and save this Orianna, but unfortunately Orianna's going to die. There's a GP ultimate coming in, and I'm going to almost get that Warwick. I'm getting really low, so I'm going to flash away. GP's going to go after me, and unfortunately 1Q is going to finish me off, but Varus is going to be able to finish that Warwick off, and that's going to be very nice. So I have 1.7k gold, and let's see what I buy. So it looks like they're going after this Ashe and Vlad. They're getting quite low. And let's see. Not really anything happening. Looks like this Varus is getting chased by GP. Let's see if he can get out. Looks like he's going to be able to get out. He's on about 500 HP. Cool. So it looks like I got a chain vest, and yes, I'm gonna buy a giant's belt. And this was, I'm not too sure what I was going to buy. I think I was either going to buy a Sunfire or just build things like Atmas plus Warmonks at the same time, because I noticed that most of their damage was AD, especially because of that GP and that Warwick. So I decided to get the extra armor for that, plus health is what you build on a tank. So I'm not sure if I was going to get... Oh yes, I was going to give my blue buff to Orianna, but something retarded happened. I was going to attack the mini lizard, but unfortunately she killed it, and unfortunately the auto-targeting thing attacked blue buff instead. So I got blue buff instead, so... that's something that Riot should probably fix. Maybe don't make like an auto-attack mechanism, because it's not that good, and... yeah, and I know Dota, for instance, doesn't have it, and sometimes it can just give away a lot of stuff, like if you're in a brush and someone walks past, so it's very annoying. So anyway, it looks like Lux is really low trying to do a blue buff, she is that retarded. So I'm going to EQ over the wall, and Warwick's just standing over there for some reason, and I wanted to go for him, so there he was. He's going to flash over just as I slow him. I EQ over the wall. There's Alistar, there's Warwick, and I wanted to trap them both in the ultimate, which is what I'm going to do. And yep, there we go. So I'm going to fail my knock-up. But we were able to get a double kill out of that from the Cogmore. So we're going to go after this Ashe, because she is extremely oblivious. I'm going to be able to knock her up. There's the slow. There's the exhaust as well. Lux is going to fail her ultimate, but still get the kill on her for some reason. I think because of her ball. Looks like we're going to go after JP, but this Cogmore is just barely going to die because of that passive from JP, so that's unfortunate, but it happens. So looks like they're going to recall. This Lux is going to, and this Varus is going to go top for that farm. Meanwhile, Orianna and me are going to push. We're going to get this next inhibitor turret, and I think we do try and get the inhibitor itself. See, we do try to go for it, but then JP and Ashe show up, so I was like, ooh, we gotta back off. So, looks like we're gonna back off right now, as JP tries to chase this Orianna, but he can't really do much to her, so she's gonna be able to get away safely. And unfortunately, this frickin' faggot Orianna steals my blue wraith, but I guess it was fair because I did steal her blue buff. Alright, so looks like I'm going to take golems, and let's see, I think I recall. Nope, apparently not. Looks like I go for red buff. Or not even that. I don't know what I'm doing. Yep, looks like I am going for red buff. Right. So it looks like Cogmore getting a kill. Yes, because they decided to fight without me. And this is going to be a very nice combo I do, so I'm going to slow down. So, because I have 3 basically chasing things, I flash, use my E, use my Q, and then I'm able to ult onto this Ashe and take the Nexus turrets while my team comes up behind me, and we're going to be able to finish them off. So we're going to be able to get this Ashe, and then we're going to go after this Warwick. Oh, fast forwarded. And he's going to try and ult me under the turret, but fail, and we're going to be able to kill him. Varus fails his ultimate, but we were able to kill JP anyway. So they're going to surrender here. 5 votes for. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment on who you would like me to play next. Thanks guys for watching. Sorry for the crap lag, but I'll see you in my next video.